Hey guys. Okay, so I'm coming to you to show you how to make your honey jar. We're going to do money today. So for the sake of getting started, I've already lit my incense. So that's the smoke that you guys see. And basically you want something that's money drawing. And there's specific money drawing ones. There's patchouli. There's all different types of stuff you can use, okay? So that's going. So first, let's talk about what a honey jar is and what it's for. You can use a honey jar for almost anything. The purpose of it is to sweeten your current situation or to draw things in that you want to attract. So we can use this for money. We can use this for let's see, love, self-love, drawing in the love of others. You can make protection jars. It would be a little bit different than honey though, but then there's ammonia jars. There's different types of things that you can do with jars. So for today, we're going to be doing our money jar with honey. Now, I've already laid out a lot of the ingredients. And everything that I'm going to use here, you can actually go on my website and there's a whole bundle package for you that includes all the different herbs and the different oils that we're going to use today, okay? So the first thing you want to do with your jar is cleanse it. Now I cleaned it with Florida water already. You sage your jar and then you can also use your Palo Santo stick to clean it again. So that's what we're going to do now. Make sure you have your window cracked while you have your Palo Santo going or your sage because you want to let all that negativity out, okay? So I'm just going to kind of cleanse the outside. And when I'm cleansing it, I'm really just thinking about removing any extra or negative energies or intent, okay? That's our goal. So that's that. So the first thing that you'll want to add is, of course, a little bit of honey. I am using organic honey. All my ingredients are always organic, and let me explain why. Because, and this is just me, and mind you, with any type of work that you do, everybody's is going to be a little bit different. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. The beauty of, you know, witching or holistic work or law of attraction, manifestation, the beauty behind all of that is your own personal touch. So what I do, you don't have to do everything. You can take a little bit from me, you can take a little bit from somebody else, draw a little bit from your intuition, and go off of that and see what works best for you, okay? But the reason why I use organic ingredients is because, to me, when you're dealing with plant substances, they use pesticides and other chemicals to kill off any bugs or fungus or anything like that that grows on the plants. And so for me, because plants are living, they then are absorbing that into their makeup, I guess you could say. And I don't want any type of excess chemicals or toxins in my work, especially if I'm trying to draw something to me. Why would I want some type of poison in here too? But that's just me. Some people think it's not that serious, but to me it is. So I'm going to add a little bit of honey. We'll top it off later. So let's see. Now we'll just start. So I'm going to add some mandrake root. That's good for everything here is going to be good for drawing in the money, okay? And then bayberry. This should be like a staple for anything that you do that has to do with money. Bayberry and mandrake, okay? To add some comfrey. A little bit more because I like it. Chamomile. Chamomile is so good at not only bringing in money, but protecting your money once it comes in, okay? So don't be afraid of the chamomile. Red clover. So clover is really good for luck and drawing things to you, attracting things. Red clover is good in love work, but I'm using the red clover here today because I want to attract money in a way that I enjoy. Doing something that I love, okay? And so that's why I'm adding the red clover to this today. Allspice. I'm going to add in, well, I was going to say 3, but 4 came out. And I don't believe in coincidences, so we'll leave it at that. Jasmine. So jasmine is said to bring in luck and prosperity, success and abundance if you wear it or have it on you or work with it, okay? Alfalfa, another staple for money drawing. Skullcap. And again, this seems like a lot of ingredients, but I'm so freaking extra. But I've taken the guesswork out of it for you, so you can go ahead and go to the website and find all of this already put together. All you'll need to do is add honey. And then cloves. Let me stress to you guys again, I didn't even count that, I just threw it in. This is very much like a good chef. A pinch of this, a little bit of that. You don't need exact ingredients. Use your intuition and go off of it. When you're cooking, you just know how much seasoning to put in. You know, you just know. If you know, you know, right? So that was cloves, Irish moss. Five-finger grass. Now, mind you, I'm making a smaller jar today, but you guys can make these jars as large as you want. You can use a regular size mason jar. You can use something like this. However you want to do this, okay? And then I'm going to add some angelica root. Angelica root is very good for commanding things towards you. And then last but not least, as far as the herbs go, I'm going to add a little bit of rosemary because I want everything to be protected when it comes in. I want everything that I do in this jar to be protected and sealed, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. I was saving it for last. Your bay leaf. So bay leaves are good for luck, success, and protection. Now, if you want to be extra, like I always am, you can actually take your green pen or Sharpie and write your name and your date of birth on here. And then if you want to go that extra step, you can write an intent on the other side. So I'm going to put money come to me. And I'm also going to put my sigil on there for that. Now the purpose of having a sigil is so that you don't have to write the words. But again, I'm extra. So that's that, right? Now let's add some of our oils. I'm adding a little bit of Fast Luck. Now, these oils that I'm using are my conjure oils, again, that are in my shop. However, if you get the bundle, you'll get a jar that has all these oils already kind of mixed together, so you don't have to get them separately. But in each of these bottles, it has specific herbs and oils that correlate with what I'm working for. And so every herb carries power and it carries intent. And so for me, that's the difference between these oils and using a fragrance oil. Fragrance oils, you can get them from any botanica, but they are just that, they're fragrance oils. And they're said to be spiritually blessed, but you know, who am I to say yes or no on that? That's not my call. So that was Money Come to Me oil. And if you guys were paying attention, you saw my whole process on how I make that oil. And then here's a little bit of Van Van. Van Van oil is good for speeding things up and bringing it to you, okay? Again, I'm extra, so I'm adding like 5 different oils. I'm going to add a little bit of my Crown of Success oil. And I'm going to add some attraction oil because I want it to come to me. I want to attract this. If some herbs fall out of the oils, I leave it in there because it's meant to be. And last but not least, the last conjured oil that I'm going to use is jinx breaking, because I want any barriers or jinxes around my money to clear so that it can come to me freely, right? So that's that. And then I have black eyed peas. So good for bringing in money. Now this I purposely counted out for 9. So I'm going to put 9 of them in there. Essential oils. I'm using a few drops of basil and then a few drops of patchouli. Now basil is good for protection, blessings, and then obviously again money. I feel like I should keep saying that, but that's what everything is for, right? And then patchouli is good for attracting things to you. Okay. Magnetic sand. Now, I'm putting this in here for show for you guys, really. But the truth of the matter is that I have a little money jar here that has all of my herbs grounded, including magnetic sand. It has some high John root in here, and you know, anything that I need to make my money come in. And so really I put some of that in there too. My cinnamon. Some shredded money. Okay, so that's that, right? So let's move on to the next part of it. Your petition. Everything has a place, right? So if you're big on petitions, perfect. Go ahead and write a petition. If you're not, that's okay too, because you can speak it into your jar, and I will show you how to do that in a second. But let's say you wanted to write a petition, okay? So the easiest way about writing your petition would be to think of abundance. So 9. I'm going to write my name 9 times. One more, guys. All right, turn it to the right, clockwise, and across, write whatever you were trying to bring in. Now, if you wanted to write a whole petition like, you know, I am thankful that I am successful and that money continues to flow to me with ease. You know, I am abundant in everything that I do. All of my financial needs are met. You can write a whole letter out. Or you can choose keywords to write on there and put, like, let's say, money come to me, right? Or abundance. Maybe I'll write abundance 9 times across. So what you're going to do then is you're going to fold your paper. So you're going to fold it towards you because you're trying to bring it in. So fold it one way, turn it to the right, clockwise, because we're bringing it in. Fold it again, and then a third time. And you will stick this in the jar. Now, if it behooves you, you can fold it more until you get it really, really small. I want to show you the other option. You can use whatever denomination of dollar bills you want. This is a older honey jar that I made over a year ago, but there's a $2 bill that I actually used in this one. Okay. You can use a $1 bill, you can use a 5, you can use a 20, and you can actually use this for your petition. So you take the money and you do exactly what you did on the parchment paper, but you do it on here, and you can use this instead of the parchment paper. Okay, so that's up to you. Because I added shredded money to mine, I'm gonna go ahead and use the parchment paper, and I'm going to stick that all the way in there. And again, because I'm extra, I'm going to add a little bit more of my money come to me oil. Also because I want to be able to shake it a little bit easier. And it's really, really hard to shake oil sometimes. I'm sorry, not oil, honey. So I'm just adding a little extra. Okay. Before we top it off, add your crystals. I've already gone through and Reiki charged these crystals, okay? But what you're going to do with your crystals is put them in your hand and set a intent for them. Talk to them. Tell them what you want them to do. Charge them. Feel the energy actually leaving your hands and infusing into the crystals, okay? You can actually do that with each herb before you put it in here, or you can do that with your whole jar once you're done. So what I'm putting in is citrine. Citrine is a success stone, okay? And then lotus stone, it attracts. It's an attraction stone. And then I'm going to put in black tourmaline again because I want to protect it as it comes in. So once that's all done, we're going to top it off. We're going to put the lid on and we're going to shake. Now while I'm shaking this, I want to talk to you guys about these other type of jars like this. So maybe you're not as extra as I am, and so you don't want to add all those ingredients, okay? Maybe you want to start with a little bit and see where it goes. The beauty of these type of jars is, first of all, let me say that once this is sealed, once it's working, you shouldn't open it at all. But if you are just starting and you want to see what works for you and you don't necessarily want to use 21 different or 22 different ingredients and be extra like me, you can use something like this and add a few ingredients and close it and see how well that's working for you. And if it's not working well, you can come back and throw a little bit more ingredients in there, close it, seal it off, and see how that's working for you, okay? That's up to you. Me, I've already narrowed down what works for me and what doesn't. And because I am so extra, I don't mind using all those oils. So this is kind of what it looks like afterwards. So your next step after that would be to take your candle you want something that's fireproof, mind you. Take your candle and burn it on top. That's you setting your intentions. Focus on your intentions, burn it on top. I would see if it would say, but it wasn't. So what I would do is I have a setting candle, which is included in the kit. So I would light this and I would burn it on top and let it set. Once the wax is here, I would sit that on there. And then you can take a little bit and go around to make sure that it's secure. And then light your candle and let it burn down. Why am I including the black candle as a setting candle in the kit? Because black removes things. So if I want to remove the barriers surrounding the money, I can set it in the black candle. It's like those two-tone candles, and then burn my green candle to bring it in, okay? So that's that. So I believe that that is everything. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment down below. You can follow me on my Instagram page at holistically_attuned, and on my website, www.holisticallyattuned.com. Other than that, you guys, good luck and have fun. Bye.